Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh. So trade debate's down. It seems again very weird that it's gone down at open for the second time in 2 weeks now. But let's get yeah. Afternoon to you, Mr. Franny, overseas. All right. So playing out what I kind of expected. Obviously, I think we should go to previous day low and take Monday's low. But we won't be able to enter as of now. Hopefully, trade debate can come back up here, which I really don't want to enter anyway until 10. But yeah, we should go to those previous day lows simply because of what. Let me close out of these paper trades so we don't have this messing up here. And so what happened yesterday? Swept previous day high, and we closed back inside the range, right? And we left these relative equal lows down here with no SMT. So obviously the draw today, going into yesterday, last night, what should you have expected? Asia, London, manipulate to the upside, put you up into obviously 25% of this range, but if you go to ES, you'll see ES actually delivered 50% of the entire range. So SMT on 50, SMT on London high. Right now we do have SMT on London low until ES takes it here. ES takes it, then that's your sign that we're gonna have to continue downside. But yeah, so like just seeing the bears close yesterday and seeing these equal lows, what should you have expected? Form your daily wick. New York expands to the downside here. So yeah, I mean we'll see how we can engage. We'll wait for the hourly close at 10 o'clock and see where we stand. The real thing for me is going to be, does the hourly close below previous day low? And if it does, I'll be looking for expansion. I'll be looking for a retrace at 10 o'clock and then expansion lower. And then obviously we'll see if there's some kind of SMT. ES is holding up pretty well compared to that daily low, so we might have an SMT teed on there. So how does the hourly close? If the hourly closes back up inside the range, I think we can get a retrace. But yeah, SMTs on the highs and lows right now. So just stay careful. Can't enter a trade anyway until trade debate still is still down. So yeah, we'll stay patient and we'll go from there. Maybe gold. Check out gold. Gold hourly. Yeah, so gold, pretty much the same thing on gold. Does it close below these previous hour lows? If so, retrace, and then we'll look for continuation to the downside on gold as well. But yeah, just be careful. Don't be chasing these daily lows here because you're gonna have retraces like this. Where does our -4 sit in terms of draws? -4 takes us well below to 25.30, which what's this at 25.30? Anything? Nice. Okay. So that takes us to that was Wednesday, January 21st lows. Makes a great target as well. So -4 takes us to those daily lows. So got the potential. I think we take out 3 daily lows today. Question is, are we going to be able to engage? Now, if which I'm assuming we take these lows before 10 o'clock, but if we do not, that's best case, and we'll look for some kind of retrace. Maybe we get a retest of London low, and then we get a confirmation to the downside like 10:15. So for me, staying patient. We'll wait until then, and then we'll fire it up. Hopefully, trade debate's figured out by then. Hopefully. Let me check out NG. That's a small range on NG for opening range candle. Been watching the -4 on NG as well. It's actually pretty good, but nothing concrete yet. But yeah, of course it already delivered 4 because that candle's so tiny. All right. I guess chalk up another win for old Top Step today, with assuming Project X is up. Ninja's working? Is it really? Okay. Ninja wouldn't let me log in a little bit ago for some reason. It said there was an internal error. I could try it again here. Yeah, I still get an error from trying to log into a Ninja as well still. So you're the lucky one here, Fran. You are the lucky one. So SMT on 50 if you're coming in late. I thought we could get up to because I like where I liked where 50 sits here. So if you look here, go to your quadrants. I like where 50 sat. 50 sat right at this hourly Sibi up here, but ES already delivered up into it. So that's where your SMT is coming from, which is just showing pure weakness out of NQ. What's gonna be really interesting, I don't think it happens, but if it does, if this hourly closes up inside the range here, I'm gonna be very what's the word? Confused. So, because I would expect these lows to go, but we know like lately, like it seems like a year or two ago, like you were able to like get in down here and just chase these lows and be done. But NQ has definitely changed since then. They do not let the chasers get away with anything anymore. Let's go to our 15. Yeah, so we'll see how this 15 closes. Does it close back up inside? Remember, I'm just watching the hourly close to tell me what is my higher time frame order flow, and then we'll go to the lower time frame and look for some kind of breaker to then engage to get on side of hourly order flow. Makes sense, Fran. That makes sense. So yeah, -4 sits at the January 21st low. I mean, I've wanted these lows for a while. These lows just look very. Why do I not like these? Why do I not like this daily low here? Because of this. So like I see expansion down on the daily here. So this low to me needs to be swept. Right? Because there's no swing point here. This is not a swing point candle. A swing point candle is something like this, where you have swipe of the low, closes back up inside. This is a swing point. This is not a swing point. So this to me, this low still needs to be swept and obviously makes a target. So like we talk about this on the 5 minute all the time too. Like if I see a setup like this and the 5 minute starts retracing, I'm not chasing that long. Why? Because of that 5 minute right here. If it goes without me, I don't care. But for now, obviously, I mean, everyone's going to be chasing these daily lows down here, so that's what everybody's going to be after. So they're not going to make it easy, but hopefully 10 o'clock sheds some light. Best case, we get closed down here. Don't take these lows. Like I said, retrace. Maybe there's some kind of Sibi up there that we can look to engage with. Now let's check ES quick. Let's go to a higher time frame. Yeah, ES just still floating right at 50. Remember, still get the SMT up there. You get the SMT on London. So it makes me think like NQ. If NQ is going to stay bearish, I would not want to see NQ coming up to take London high. I would not expect that to go. Like if we come up to a tank to take London, we're not going. I don't think we're going down today. Now, what is today? Today is Wednesday. Still think we have a potential Tuesday high of week profile. Remember our weekly candle last week obviously swept. We swept a bunch of daily lows last week, but what did our weekly candle do? It closed back inside the range here. So what should we expect? Like if an hourly closes like this, we're looking to get short inside of this wick, right? Kind of like last week. There's an hourly BISI that sat right here, and where did we go? We manipulated down to that on Sunday. Put in your weekly wick, and then we had continuation to the upside. So you're looking to get long inside of this wick last week. Why? Because of this bullish close. Now this week coming in, you know, if you're like an options trader, obviously you're not trading this on a daily chart, but it's just a good example where you have a sweep. You're looking to get short in here. I'm expecting this to be high of week, right? And then I'm just expecting chop or slow kind of expansion to the to the downside here, just based off of what my weekly close gave me. That's kind of how you can frame your weekly profile. But then if you just apply that same concept to the daily and the hourly, you can come up with intraday bias in terms of just your candle closes. What up, Sweaty? Good morning. Anybody got Tradeovate back yet? Still down for me. Still down. Your ninjas were. I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous. Actually, I'm not jealous. I don't see anything to trade here. No, what's going to really get bad is if we get a nice setup at 10 o'clock. Then I'll be jealous. But right now, I think it's saving. It's kind of like last week when it went down. It saved a lot of people. Right? We just kept on chopping. So right now, it's saving people. Tradeify is working. Maybe. Hold on. Interesting. Let's see if it lets me log in. My funded next will not let me log in. My Tradeify was still up and like working, and then I refreshed it to see if it did anything, and now it's been and now it booted me out. A wizard. Yeah, I guarantee if you refresh Doggo, you probably run into an issue. So I would be careful if taking any trades. I know you're always slapping stuff right it open. You can't wait. I figured. Be real interesting if this turned into a 5-minute breaker. This could turn into a 5-minute breaker here if we go up and close above it. Question is, will we fail? That'll be my first sign here. Do we fail to make a 5-minute breaker here? Like if we just swipe the highs and then close back in and fail to make a breaker, that's your sign of that this thing should go back down. No, I'm sure it did, Doggo. I'm sure it did. Yeah, mine's definitely down now. Dang, first day. I finally got some of those bold accounts from Funded Next. I want to get them going. I want to get them going. So failing to make that breaker so far just a swipe, and we'll see how we close here in a minute. If we close here in a minute, I don't think this is a. I'm not gonna short it. But this should be your sign that we go back down. I would not want to see that high go. Maybe there's like a 1 minute. Maybe like a 30-second in here. Maybe the 30-second inverse, like a retest of that would be like a good entry stop at the high. But like I said, it's just kind of choppy right now. I wouldn't be entering. This is just like what I would expect to happen, even though we are in chop, but nothing that's trade worthy in my opinion. Don't think we. But if I'm looking to get short, let's see how this 5-minute closes here. See if you get a swipe on all this. 5-minute closes back inside. Not a good look for any longs there, which makes sense. So if I was looking to get short, I would be looking to get short basically inside of this inverse. I'll take like the retest of it, and it would look something like I'd be going for the lows here. Like I said, I'm not taking this, but just something I would be watching. I wouldn't want to see that high go, and you at least probably want to get at least 2R, probably back to the low at least, but you could probably hold it longer than that. Something like that. Well, you got a 5-minute swing. You failed to put in a breaker. You're still bearish because of those daily lows to the left. I don't think that's awful, but 800 to pass your first Tradeify. Nice, nice. I think I need about 800 on a Tradeify today to pass it. Yeah, definitely all my everything is down. Let me try Ninja again. Yeah. Yeah, I was even logged in on yeah. I was even logged in on uh Trading View and it kicked me out, so that's when I knew. Yeah. Ninja's still down as well. So I would expect this Civi to hold. I want to see this blown through. Now you're just trading a 5-minute swing here with a failed breaker. 5 minutes showing you bearishness that it could not close over. Just swipes, closed inside. That's your short sign. The leap competition. What's that? The Olympics start soon. Speaking of competitions. So far, still held that Civi. What's ES doing? And ES might close. Remember, ES. We still have the SMT on London here. See how this. See how this closes. If this already closes like this on ES, I would be looking for. Did you get a 5-minute breaker? You do have a 5-minute breaker on ES. Ugly breaker, but it's there. It's a little uncorrelation on the pair right now. Looks like you probably would have just stopped to break even. Unless you took profit there, which I wouldn't take profit there. I'd be going for the whole thing. Yep. So far, it looks like it's just saving people. I said it already, but right now it's just saving people. As long as it's fixed by 10, which is 10's getting here very, very quick. And we'll see. Like this, man, if we got this hourly candle off of these daily lows with the SMT, this is a long all day. 10 o'clock, I'd be looking for something to dip inside of this wick to then get long. I do not like leaving those lows here, but we'll just follow the hourly order flow at that point. So there's not really much structure, right? We just been chopping. You know, best case we're looking for an hourly swing like that, and then we're looking for a 5-minute breaker inside of here to then try to get long. Kind of like gold yesterday. The gold trade yesterday. Where was it? Right here. So I took this gold trade yesterday. So if you're looking at this, I seen this gold sweep right here. And then obviously we left that low, but I don't care about that. So what am I trying to do here? I see 2 hourly closes close bullish right like this. So I'm going to the lower time frame and I'm looking for a 5-minute breaker to then get long. And this was your breaker right here. Actually, I considered this the breaker, but you get the point here. And then I entered here on the retest of the breaker, and I took it to this. I think it was the 1 p.m. high, but something like that, right? Bullish hourly closes because this was the hourly low, but none of those hourly candles closed below. So it's telling me bullish order flow, and then I'm looking for the 5-minute breaker to confirm the hourly low is there. Remember, your breaker or your CISD after an hourly closes back inside the range is your sign that the hourly low is in. and then you should be off for distribution. So that's what might be looking for here on NQ. Like I said, I would rather see it close below here, and then we get a retrace and then a short, just so we can take these lows out first before any retrace. But yeah, that's why we just wait. We wait and we let the hourly candle, show us what's going to happen next. What up, B Mac? Good morning. Good morning. And I took a gold short yesterday too. Basically the same concept, and that one will align more with a short, like this here. If the hour closes down like this. Red line is at 180, and that's just Monday's low. It's your low of week right now, which I expect to be lower. But where's your weekly open at as well? Weekly open is there. So now we're already back through the weekly open on a Wednesday. Like I said, I would expect further downside. So 7 minutes. Hopefully we don't take this low. And I want to see some kind of like, there's just not any good PDA raising here. Like I want to see like hourly close bearish. Nice range here to get short off of like 50 at 10 o'clock. All right, we'll see. We'll see how she closes. I would love to see ES hourly close bearish too. That would give me double. That would give me like an extra warm fuzzy. Like because if like ES is closing bullish and Q's closing bearish, then you have a little uncorrelation. I'd like to see both too, then confirm like downside should be confirmed. Oh, that's possible. It's very, very possible, Cobalt. Hopefully not. Hopefully they use it as manipulation backup. Kind of forgot we had news, which still can't get into Tradeovate anyway, but yeah, that's what we were just talking about though. Cobalt, like that's the new NQ. The new NQ does this now. Like, this is the new NQ. End it here, and then that gives time for Asia London to manipulate it up to 50, which NQ didn't get 50, but ES did. 50 back up, and then you have the following day New York distribution will take care of that, and that's how you just wreck people. Which if I'm a market maker, that's exactly what I'm doing. But if you can understand like, your OHLCs and when you should manipulate and then distribute, in terms of your daily, honestly, any candle, any time frame for that matter, like trading, just like it's like it's just going through. I'm doing. I don't. It just opens everything up for you. Yeah, I've kind of got to that point too, Cobalt. I kind of have. Like if an hourly high is like 2.3 R, then I'll just go for 2R, and I'm completely okay with that. Yep, we're here to make money, not just to be right and go to our certain lows and highs. So real quick, this is what I'll be looking for on NQ, assuming that we don't take those lows here first. So where was the short yesterday? Oh gosh. What did I see? Where was it? Was it this? Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, it was this. So I seen this 30-minute right here. This 30-minute swept the high. Let me go to replay real quick. I only want to show this because it pertains to the trade that I might be taking here, if I can get into a Tradeovate. But I seen a 30-minute like this, right? So I'm expecting downside, and then if I go to the 15, I see a 15-minute swing, right? And then obviously there's a 5-minute as well. So my 30 and my 15 both sweep, close back inside. So I'm immediately looking for downside. I'm assuming this is the trade. No, that's a little early. Maybe that's not it. But still the same. Where am I? Hold on. Let me see here. I gotta find it. It was right here. So it was this trade right here. So what I was watching, let me go back to this. NQ's still just sitting there. So I was watching this 30-minute candle because I wanted to a long gold here because obviously just everything's long gold right now, right? But I was watching this 30-minute to see if it closed it above. It did not. So I'm watching the next candle and I'm going to like the 15-minute. And what do I see? So if we go to the 15, what do we do? So you have your 30-minute candle. You had this. We go to 50. We put in a 5-minute swing here, and then we also put in a what? We put in a 15-minute swing where the 15-minute hits 50. This 15-minute SIBI. You also have a 5-minute swing here, right? The 20 candle sweeps the high, closes inside off of 50. So you have the 30-minute and the 15-minute in align with each other. I got short somewhere in here, and then just took it to the hourly low here. So that's what we'll be looking for on NQ here. So basically, your 30-minute will just be what NQ's hourly is coming up, and then we'll look for continuation short. So the 30-minute close below tells me what we should go to back to this 30-minute low on the next candle or the following candle. Same thing for NQ here with the hourly. If we can hold up here, right? Close below, retrace, which this would be a perfect. This is not where I would be chasing these lows. This is where they could fake it out again, close bearish as hell, retrace it again, and then hopefully we get an opportunity. Which Trade of 8 is now working. I was able to log into a Trade of 8. Nice. So Trade of 8 is back up. Doesn't work on Trading View? Okay. Yeah, I probably don't have time to even get Replicanto going here. All right, so we still got 2 minutes until 10 o'clock. So there goes the first daily low, which I still think we go lower. Obviously, there's an SMT on this low now, but that's fine. Said, especially if the hourly is closing below it, that still tells me lower, and I still think -4 down here at 25.25 is our draw. So potentially 10 o'clock, depending on where it closes. Does it close below this daily low as well? Or does it just close inside of here and then we get a retrace? And if it just goes like yesterday on NQ on this dump, I had no trades. There was nothing for me here. Like for me, when this closed super bearish, I'm looking for a retrace to like at least closer to a 25. We just didn't get it, right? We just continued expanding. And then there was no long for me here. Why? Because what I just showed you on gold. Yeah, it looks bullish, but it still closed back below that candle. So it tells me what this hourly low was like. I was looking for continuation to the downside here. Just no entries. There was just no big wicks on any. I like to enter on manipulation, right? So, all right, this candle is now. No, it's not. We still got 30 seconds. Like I said, we'll fib this thing out. Hopefully, we get a retrace. Hopefully, we leave this daily low, but we do have ISM news, so we'll see what that does. Hopefully that sends us back up. Nice little range here, though. This could be a nice little range for manipulation. Where's 50% sit? All right, so we'll look for 10 o'clock to open. I'm assuming 10 o'clock is going to stab this low, but there. Now the question is, what? Like I said, I still think -4, 25.25, but is there going to be a retrace? Right? There's no manipulation above that hourly wick yet. So best case, we can get up to like 217, which would be 25%. Which, if we're going to continue expanding lower, that's where I'm looking to get short, right? So I'm going to go to the. It's working on Trading View, yeah. So 25.25 takes us back up into basically that first 1 minute civvy. So I wouldn't just short it. I would be looking for like some kind of 1 minute swing potentially out of there to get short. Like I said, if it just wants to go, then it's just going to go, and that's okay too. But I'm not a chaser. I wait for some kind of manipulation, and then I look for signs of continuation in the direction of what the hourly candle told me, which in this case, obviously bearish. Yep, exactly. SAV. Yep. The hourly candle closing like this tells me more downside. At least until it tells me that there is more sell side below. Like you're not gonna have a candle like this with close to some kind of sell side and then have like full on reversal all the way back up. So I just like the trade. It basically, I trade the same way on the daily. Like that's how I get a daily bias. The candle closes will tell you everything. Yeah, 25.25 should be in the cards here. Question is, can we get involved? I think something that would work potentially is if this turns into a 5-minute sibby. If this turns into a 5-minute sibby, and then you have a 5, and then like the 10:05 candle wicks into it and it closes back below it. I think that's a short opportunity. Like I said, we do have an SMT on this daily, so we could have a bigger on that daily low, on those daily lows, I should say. I believe, right? ES is still, yeah, ES still hasn't taken them. But I expect it to. I expect that to go lower. All I expect this SMT to do is ES already hit -4 too. I only expect this SMT to drive like some kind of return to a premium. I wouldn't expect it to go take us all the way back up to London highs. Now, could it happen like off of like maybe -4 in these lows? Yeah, but obviously I don't think we're gonna go all the way down here and back up to a London today. It'd be sweet if we did, right? It'd be a hell of a range to a trade, but don't think that's in the cards today. So I think we're gonna put in a 5-minute civvy here, and best case is right because this can still be our like. This doesn't have just because we went down first here doesn't mean that like this has to be our manipulation. Like there are times where we'll go deliver first, come back up, put in a little wick on the hourly, and then have continued downside. So what I'll be looking for is something like best case would be this closes, we go up into that 5-minute civvy, hit 25% of that hourly candle, which is where we look for continuation when we have an hourly candle that closes below or above the previous, and then we're looking for continued expansion down, which would be down to a -4 and 25.25. But I would like I said, I don't think I would just short it. I mean, you can, but maybe like a half position. But I'm gonna wait for like a 5. I'm gonna wait for a 5-minute. I want to see 5-minute weakness. I want to see the 5-minute tap it, and then close back up below here. So that's best case here. Get rid of that devil's mark, all that good stuff. Put an hourly wick, manipulation, and then continuation lower. Yeah, potentially. The only thing that worries me about even going lower is if you keep looking at this weekly chart, all we've done is we take one weekly low or a weekly high, and then what do we do on Thursday, Friday? We just slow grind, and then we go right back into this weekly range that we've been in since Halloween. But hopefully, maybe we have to break out eventually. So maybe. So there's the 5-minute civvy. I'd like to see a little bit higher than that. I want to see a little bigger wick on the hourly than just that. But we may not. Bearish close on the 1 minute. Remember, the smaller the wick is on your hourly candle, the bigger your expansion is going to be, right? Because price wants to waste no time putting in, it's going to put in small manipulation because it has things to do the other way. It's not going to waste 15, 20 minutes going all the way back up here, and then expand all the way back down. It's going to put in small wick and go. So as long as thing doesn't just drop suddenly here. But if the 5-minute closes like something like this, I'll look to get short. I'd like to see it put in a little bit higher though. Like right off 25% would be cool. Oh, the wizard wants to speak.
Oh.
What up?
Just chilling, waiting to see if we get close to -4.
You take anything? You take anything in London? You took a London trade.
I did. I shorted London, yeah. Right, because the 4 hours bearish, so we got like a.
So you shorted the 4-hour bearish, yeah. So you shorted the 4-hour swing at 2 a.m. Yeah.
Until 3 o'clock, but 2 o'clock manipulate, get a break of structure down in line with the 4-hour swing, and then.
Yeah, so he's shorted this. So he's seen the 10. He's seen this 4-hour swing, or sorry, he's seen this right here. So he's seen this 4-hour swing here, and then the breakdown. I think right. Oh.
2 o'clock pushed up. Then as soon as 3 o'clock opens, that should start. 3 and 4 o'clock usually starts your distribution.
Right.
So if I get a break of structure down after 3 o'clock, between 3 and like 5, like 4:30.
Yep.
Then I got that break of structure down and pushed it.
And that aligned with your daily bias of expecting Asia, London to manipulate higher for the New York to go take those lows. That makes sense. Yeah. All right.
Sometimes you're in line with if you're in line with the daily, you want to. I mean, obviously you can try and maybe hold something longer, but if you're not in the 4 hours against the daily, then it might just be more of a smaller scalp.
Right. Yeah, that's why I see the wizards here. All right, so we hit 25. What I want to see now to engage in shorts is I do not want to see this 5-minute candle. Like I'm still expecting this low because this 5-minute still it closed below this this candle. So like I said, I'm not expecting full on reversal here. I want to see this. I want to see us manipulate up to, like I said, 25, maybe 50 now. And I want to see us close back below this 5-minute. I don't engage into a short when your 5-minute candle is closing over, these candles here. I need to see some kind of bearish sign, right? You don't short a 5-minute bullish candle like this. So even if this candle, like I said, we got 30 seconds here. We'll see how we close. Emily's probably going to long this 5-minute inverse here. She's probably gonna get wrecked. But we'll see. So there's 50. Like I said, so if this 5-minute candle, so even if this inverses, I'm not going long. I don't care. I'm still staying bearish because of the hourly, right? So I'm looking for rejections here off of 50, off of 25. Okay, so it closes like this. I'm not engaging in shorts here. What do I want to see? I know this low is still here. I want to see a swipe this candle's high and then close back inside to then engage with shorts, right? Because then I'm getting a 5-minute swing off of 50. And I would expect this high to go. Like if this candle right here just goes down and dumps, then there's for me in my trading plan, there's no way to engage, which that is now taken care of because we take that candle's high. So now how does this candle close? What chirp? Oh, was there a? Oh, there was a 5-1 model. Oh, don't do this, NQ. Come on, just wait. Just wait. Remember, we hit 50 of the hourly candle there. Oh, this might be tough to wait for a 5-minute close. But I'm not gonna rush into it. If it goes all the way down, it goes all the way down. What do I see now? I want to see a 5-minute candle close like this, and then I'll look to get short inside of this 5-minute candle. That's what the trading plan is. I wait for a 5-minute confirmation to tell me that price wants to go down. So like you guys just seen a little bit of me, like I'm like, oh, I might just get short here, but then see, man, almost caught myself being undisciplined there. Almost 5-minute Bissy form. I don't care about. We have not that Bissy has not formed yet. This candle is not closed. Not yet, Mr. Doggo. Daily SMT giving us a little retrace here. That's why I just wait for the 5-minute. Let it do it. Let it do its thing up here. Hopefully we get a nice close like down inside of here, and then we look to get short. Maybe around 50% of this candle stop will go to the high, and then we got a nice little RR trade here, looking for 25. There's a lot of room in here to get to. There's potentially a lot of points here. I like the constant rejections here. No, not even getting a 1-minute close above that 5-minute high. It's a good sign here. Another rejection here on the 1 minute. We got one more minute till this 5-minute candle can close. Let's see if Tradeovate's back up and working too. It should be, or not Tradeovate, Tradeify. Sorry. All right, one more minute. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes. Remember, I want to see a bearish close like this. I'm looking to get short, basically like about 50% of this candle stop at the high. So hopefully this thing can hang on for another minute. Like I said, I like the 1-minute rejections. Where's our 9 o'clock high sit? 9 o'clock high sits here. Remember, still, and you're getting this 5-minute swing off of 50. This is A+ for me every single time. Now, is there a chance it comes back up and takes this high? Yep. And then and then I'll wait for the next. If it does stop me out, then I'll wait for the next 5-minute candle, and then I'll size up a little bit. So let's see here. How's this candle going to close? All right, so I'm going to hop in shorts here. Stop's going to the high. If I get stopped, I'll wait for a new 5-minute candle, but I got nice confirmation here off of 50. Setup I take every single time. For me, just looking for the low and looking for -4. All right, so I got a 5-minute swing, so I'm looking to get short inside of here. inside, preferably around 50. I mean, I know we can. I know it's likely that we can come up to the open of this candle as well. That's where I'd really like to see price reject if it does come back up into there. But I mean, it doesn't have to. That's why I would rather just get in here and just risk it because there's the RR is way too good here to not to miss it being a little too greedy on an entry here. Let's see, where's 50 sit? Like 50 sits at, oh, I gotta, all right, too much going on here. Okay, that's the right one. Nope, that was the wrong fib. So I'd like to see at least 50. 50 sits at 184. What?
That Devil's Mark gonna be a draw too.
Where do you got Devil's Mark at?
5 minute at 10:05 candle.
Oh yeah, I forgot about yeah. And then yeah, Devil's Mark would be good. Where's that sit at? 150. Actually, that's where I'll take the first ones off at 150. That'll be the first trim. And then the other ones I'm trying to hold for -4. What I want to see now is I want to see expansion. I want to see us close below this 5-minute candle's low. Right. I do not want to see us swipe, close back inside, because then it's either going to be continued chop or we're going to come back up and take this high and then run into this candle's open. Like I would want to see this thing expanding down. I want to see it closing below here in 2 minutes. I want to see it hanging around too much here. Like I said, just size accordingly because the stop's decent amount here. When the candles are volatile like this, though, you just got to go with it. Like usually I'll trim at 50, but I think we should get to this Devil's Mark. This is basically a textbook hourly continuation play here. It's a little tougher today, I will admit, just because of that daily SMT. This is where you just got like I still have conviction that we want to that we still want to go lower. Important this 5-minute close be very important here. Monthly low at 26. Oh, so is that December's low? So -4 is December's low. It sure is. Nice. What's that? Hopefully we get there. We'll see. Decent close on the 5-minute there. Decent close. Remember, if we're going to expand, it's got to start soon. It's already 10:20. Also be a 3 drive pattern. Yeah. see. All right, looks like we might take the open of that 5-minute candle. Like I said, still there's nothing. There's this pump. There's nothing invalidating my trade here yet. The only thing invalidating my trade would be this high going. Oh, we did hit 52, so yeah. Like I said, it's normally where I would trim one, but I think we can get down to that devil's mark. Like I said, they're probably gonna make those daily lows tough. Probably. All right, there's the open of that candle. If we're gonna reject, it's gonna be here. Otherwise, I'll get stopped out. And it's gonna be a pump off of 50. But yeah, it's gotta hold the open here. Otherwise, it was just a move down to 50. And then otherwise, it was just a move down to 50, and then that was your hourly manipulation, and then you might just have a slow grind up. Potentially. We'll see here. Still not invalidated. This is where we want to see the rejection, though, right at the open of that 5-minute candle. Best want to see the 5-minute candle close down here like this now. Do you not want to see it going back up now at this point? Yes, rejecting 50. Nice. Gold's dumping. For some reason, that's a good thing for the indices now. Like gold and the indices have been very correlated lately. It's not a good sign here. Not a good sign. Let's see. All right, so stopped out there. Close the orders. So now just pay attention. How does this 5-minute close? If this 5-minute candle wants to go, then it's just going to go, and then that was going to be your manipulation. Like I said, that's a trade I think every single time off of 50 though, every single time. So yeah, I mean, like usually I trim at 50. This time I guess I should have, but I thought we could get down to that devil's mark. So question here is I will try this again if this 5-minute candle closes bearish. If it closes back above this candle's high, then you're just gonna have like either some chop or like a slow move to the upside here, and then you gotta wait for 11 o'clock. Right. But yeah, so that's why I usually trim at 50. You go for 50 and then the hourly low, but like I said, I think we have bigger target. I still think we're going down, but my trade's invalidated right there. So now I just wait. How does this 5-minute close here? Yeah, so that's gonna be a strong close. So that's invalidating anything that can make me take a short here right now. Why is that looking different? Oh, we never hit 50 of that 9 a.m. candle. What fit? Oh, I was drawing it at 50 a different way, but still. All right, so 5-minute closes over that swing. Basically gives you a 5-minute prop block now. So definitely nothing that I want to engage in shorts with. And then we'll just wait. So red for now, and we'll like I said, might have to wait until 11. Because now time is just not on my side, right? Like it's 10:25 and we're moving up. Not going to see many reversals at this time. Besant speaking. All right. Dang, the one day I don't trim at 50. The one day I don't trim at 50. That's all right. It's all right. Right, because like if I'm expecting manipulation, I want to see what I want to see 10 o'clock open. Right, so 10 o'clock opens here. I want to see 10:15 or so getting that reversal. So like everything to my model, or not necessarily my model, but like the way that I like to trade, was there 50% rejecting 50. I get a 5 minute swing. I'm still bearish, and everything's there. We just held 50 to the downside there. I mean, there's nothing you can do. Now all we can do is wait. No, so now we just hit 50 of the 9 a.m. candle, which I guess I was drawing 50 from. I think I was drawing 50 from here. Was that what I was doing? Yeah, I was drawing 50 from the swing here, not the 9 a.m. candle. So we'll see how this 5 minute candle closes here, and then go from there. Be interesting to see if 10:30 we get a 15-minute swing right here with a 5 minute swing. Could be another shot at it. Like I said, I just don't like. I don't want the timing is just not there for me at that point. They are some big 5 minute candles for sure. Good rejection off of 9 a.m. 50. Like I said, we'll see how this 5 minute candle closes here. So if you get a 5 minute swing like this with a 15-minute swing off of 50, that's your sign that maybe that's your true. Like I said, just the weird thing is just the time right now. Like, how much can this thing really, if it's going to go down, how much can it really expand to the downside at this point? Just because you've only got a half hour left. If you're looking to get in on expansion, you're looking to get in early into the hourly candle. Let's see if there's like something clean here that you could potentially use. This looks. Did ES hourly close bearish too? It did close bearish. Okay. So you got a 5 minute swing, the 15 close inside, the 30-minute close bullish. Tough. This could be your actual move down here. I just don't see any kind of. The only way you would want to get short is maybe at the open of this candle. But your stop would be Your stop's still huge here. But now you got the 5 and the 15 on the same side here. Let's see if we get like a 1 minute breaker. Because that would tell me that 15-minute high is in. Or a 30-second. Is there a 30-second? There's a 30-second breaker there. We just hit. Oh, it's brutal. Yeah, tough. Yeah, it's tough. The candles are huge too. I would be on the side of shorts here. Like I said, the timing's not there for me though. Like the timing is just not there. It's 10:30. Like I'm not looking for a reversal at 10:30. If anything, we're gonna this is where we can chop for until 11, and then we can either swipe 10 o'clock's high and then get a potential reversal, or I mean, not saying we can't go down. No, you can't go down here. You know, you got 5 and 15 swing off of 50% of that 9 a.m. candle. You know, this could be your true move down here. But like me, I'm not looking to engage in an hourly candle after 30 after, you know. It's just not in my it's just not part of my trading plan. Right now we're bouncing right off the open, 10 o'clock open. Another reason why I don't like trying to trade back through the open. What up, Jules? Nice, sweaty. That's probably a good I mean, so like that's a so like this is where inverses are okay, right? You have a 5 minute swing with a 15-minute swing off of that 9 a.m. 50. That's not a bad that's not a bad inverse at all, I don't think. And there comes your move. Yep. So it's partially my fault on the first move, because the first move I had 50 drawn. I had 50 drawn wrong. I had it drawn from this swing. That sucks. That sucks. Then you see 50 of the 9 o'clock is where is where you got. So it sucks that I just was watching the wrong 50. Because like this, anytime you get a 5 minute swing off of the hourly 50 like that, like this, it's a short or a long every single time. I just had my 50 drawn wrong. But it's still cool to see it. It's still nice to see it to see it working here. That just confirms that it's still it works. Is that for me though? Like this, just again, the time is just I can't engage because of the time. Did anybody get short there? Anybody besides Sweaty? Man. Nice, Fran. Nice. Nice. Okay. At least you guys see it. At least you see it and you have a reason and you see it. You see why. Man. So that's okay though. Like it just depends. What happens with -4 here? Because I think that's like I said, I still think that's our draw here. I'm at, like I said, we'll see what time. If this is still here at 11 o'clock, this same concept still plays out for 11. 11 o'clock opens. We look for a retrace, what should be hopefully down here, retrace, and then we can get reshort to a -4. Unless -4 is hit already, then we'll probably just wait until the PM session. That's tough though. That's tough. So like the fact we're coming back for this low, like, and it's not like a new hour, just tells me that just like for me personally, I wouldn't be taking anything off at this low. Obviously, I mean you do it do what you want, but like the fact that so like if this was 11 o'clock and we're coming back for 10 o'clock low, then yeah, maybe I take something off because that's like a new hourly low. But the fact we go all the way up here and come back down and take this low in the same hour tells me what there's something to the left that we want lower. That makes sense. Wizard, did you get in here anywhere? You get a 1 minute zone anywhere? And he's gone. There's the NQ we know. Yeah. That's enough to scare you out, Sweaty? Yeah. That's the NQ. That's NQ now though. That's whatever that was. That's a 100-point candle right there. Whatever that was. This is dangerous. This is dangerous right now. It's got to be some kind of news. Holy. Yep. Shorts are tough. Shorts are freaking tough. They are. I think Q is supposed to be so bullish. It might dump now. Let's see if we get a 1 minute swing here. Right now we're just gonna chop. Let's see if there's any news on the news feed. Don't know if that was anything. Oh yeah, so with that, definitely nothing that I went to engage with until 11 o'clock. We might get an hourly swing here too. You get an hourly swing here, you might have a bigger retrace. So big thing for me is we'll just be watching this hourly low. I want to see 11 o'clock close below, get up inside of here, and then look for lower. Unless the hourly closes like this, then you can expect maybe some more upside. Maybe a retest of London. Did we retest London? Let's see where we did retest London. So I look for something to go below London and then like to go back up inside of it. But we already hit that, so it's not like we're coming back up for that. So yeah, for me, it's best to wait. It's just best to wait now until 11 o'clock. Again, my trading plan doesn't literally allow me to enter after 30 after the hour anyway, so it's 11 o'clock for me, and we'll go from there. All right, let's go take a look at gold here.
Yeah, go look at gold.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, hi. I went upstairs for a little bit.
Oh. Nice.
You didn't re-enter a 5-minute swing?
Nope. I would have at least got, if I did, I would have at least got something off at the 5-minute Devil's mark, but
yeah.
This is
in like 1 minute. I was upstairs.
I asked you if you took anything, but you were quiet. So.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah.
I'm like top to 310. It's like 60 stop. I only got like 2 MAQ.
Oh.
I'll have a day if I'm just holding it. I trimmed early.
Yeah.
To cover my loss, and I'm just holding runners to -4.
Yeah. You're going for the cookies.
It's kind of crappy though. Yeah, like they just pretty much swept you out like that.
Yeah. Well, I just had the wrong 50 drawn.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had the swing. I had the 5-minute swing, but the 9 o'clock. That's. You're still short. Where's your stop at? Just the high.
Yeah, 10 o'clock high.
Gotcha.
I expected like 10 o'clock to move up, and then we hit the order. We made that order block.
Mm-hmm.
Up at 10:26. Luckily I didn't get in the first one.
I
kind of got lucky because I'd probably been ran out like you.
Yeah, you missed that. Yeah, you missed the news candle, whatever that was. Oh, it was a China news. China is considering purchasing additional agricultural products. So Trump is talking right now. So that it kind of explains a little bit what that happened there. Yeah, looks like we're just gonna chop it up here. Just 10 o'clock turned into a chop candle, and then we'll see what 11 o'clock does. But we might get an hourly swing though.
Your 10 o'clock should be your 4-hour manipulation. So
right, that's true. Because your 4-hour closed bearish under. So I mean that's true.
Your 10 o'clock should chop or kind of move up.
Yeah, that's true. Put in your 4-hour wick. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, your 4-hour wick is to the upside here, 25, and then look for 11 to 2 to expand to the downside. Yeah, could see that. No, I don't think we get anything until 11 now.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm just going to bounce back and forth and chop it up. Nice, Ariel. Nice. At least you got paid. At least you got paid. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Oh, you did say the Trump tune. Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, and then the news feed just updated. Yep. Okay, so he's not speaking. He just tweeted. Got it. Sheesh. Planning a trip to Jordan. Jordan's awesome. I was just there about a year ago. I was in Jordan. Made a little trip there on my deployment. Don't think we're hitting Iran anytime soon, though. Nice. That deployment is now why I drink tea every single morning, because of the Brits. I never knew there was such thing as electric kettles until I went on that deployment, and the Brits, they use them every single day. I'm like, what is this contraption? And I don't know, mate. It boils water. I was like, oh, cool. Like, can I make you a tea? You know, like that's just pretty good. Shit's pretty good. A little maple syrup in there with a little milk and tea. Whew. It's a little treat. Maybe I'm just getting old. But all right, guys, still nothing here to talk about. We're just chopping. I said 11 o'clock for me. And gold, we'll watch the gold hourly. Does gold close lower? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's cool. And then the Qataris have really good tea as well. So if you combine their tea and then the Brits, man, I would say the Qatari tea is better than the Brits, but because they have like a special, like, it's, I forget the name of it. Karak tea, Karak. That shit is good. It smells like Fruit Loops and it tastes like heaven. I don't know why it smells like fruit. It just smells like Fruit Loops though. It doesn't taste like Fruit Loops, but it smells like it. All right. So what am I watching here? Let me clear these charts up here a little bit. We'll stop talking about tea and British tea style. Yeah, yeah. That's why they add milk and all these sweeteners to it. So right now I'm just watching what do we have? So we had a 5-minute bearish close here. So what do we do? We swipe that low. So what do I expect on this candle? I expect this candle's high to be next. This candle sweeps this candle's high, close back inside the range. What do I expect? I expect this candle's low to go next. Remember, I still expect this candle's low to go because we have not swept this yet. Same for the hourly candle, right? Like, oh no, we already swept that low. Like same concept here. Just watching which low should it be next. So it's like if you're in a trade and you see something like this, you're like, okay, well, I know we just if I'm saying, for example, say I'm long here, but I see this 5-minute candle close bearish like this, I know there's a chance that we could come back up for this candle's high. Well, I think I got that backwards. You guys should get the point though, right? If I'm long here and this so if I'm long here and this candle closes bearish like this, I gotta be aware and mentally be okay with price coming back to sweep this low. That's what I'm trying to get there. But so I like this. I like how this hourly is closing. I would look to get short at 11 o'clock anywhere inside of this wick for continuation down. I'll look for manipulation, and then like what Wizard said, which it didn't even cross my mind. If I'm looking to get short, I want to get short inside of this wick, and then I'm also in line with my 4-hour 4-hour candle. If this is going to be my if this is going to be my 4-hour manipulation, what we just had, manipulation up, and then we're going to have 3 hours of distribution. Maybe not. Maybe 11 o'clock goes here and then we chop, but like your next 3 hours should deliver your next sell side liquidity, which would be down here, right? Your 4-hour wick is in, which with a 4-hour wick, I would be looking for a 15-minute breaker to confirm that 4-hour high is in, which you're really not going to get a breaker here. But I'd say if you get this, if you get a 15-minute close below here and you get a CISD below here, I would not this high, this 4-hour high is in. And just right off that 9 a.m. 50. So, like I said, if I'm short here, if I was like some of you that are still short, look at the soybean chart. We were watching soybeans a couple months ago, and then it's like watching Asia trip through molasses. It's brutal. So if I'm short here, I just want to see this next 5-minute candle close below here, right? I know I got a 5-minute swing here. I wouldn't want to see price back to here. Back to any of these two highs if I was short now, like a wizard. So I see 5-minute swing at 1040. I see this 5-minute candle close below. Tells me what? We should go to this 5-minute low. Now, how does this next 5-minute candle close? If it closes below here, then likely it's back down to these lows. My guess is we're not going to take these lows until 11 o'clock. That'd be my guess. You'll notice like a lot of times we'll be close to an hourly lower high at like 50 after like 10 like 10 till. We'll chop it up and then we'll take that low out with the new hourly candle, and that might be setting up your manipulation. For now, just chopping it up inside the range. Oh, soybeans are moving today. All right, we can look at soybeans. We got a second. What's up with soybeans? Yeah, nice. Good for the farmers, man. Good for the farmers. There's gonna be a lot of grain trucks on the highway today, especially in the Midwest. We made a bearish 5-minute. All right, I like that. So we made a bearish 5-minute breaker, which to me, if you're gonna get like an hourly close lower like this, yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, you should not go back through this breaker now. That's what makes a breaker so good. Remember, I was talking to A1 about this yesterday, but like, yeah. So you get an hourly swing. If you get an hourly swing and then you get a 5-minute breaker, that low, the hourly swing is telling you order flow, and then the 5-minute breaker is giving you that the entry, and it's giving you that confirmation that the low is in. So kind of the same thing here. You got a 5-minute breaker below your hourly high. This hourly high should be safe. Obviously, we got 8 minutes left, but I mean, this breaker happened a while ago. I did not haze. I did not. I should have. I guess I stayed disciplined is I guess the best way to put it, because I don't like to enter after like 10:30. But I guess this was at 10:25. We get the 5-minute swing off of there. It's something, it obviously sucks, but it's still good to see play out off of a 5-minute swing off of 50% of the previous hourly candle. That's all I care about. As long as that works, I'll catch the next one. Yeah. Gotcha. Yep. So same thing goes for, like, you can apply that hourly logic to your 15-minute as well. So like you had a 15-minute, that could have been the entry here actually. Because I'm assuming there's gonna be a 1-minute breaker inside of here. So you got a 15-minute swing right here and on the 5-minute. So with a 15-minute swing, I want to see a 1-minute breaker confirm that this 15-minute high is in. And I'm sure there's a 1-minute breaker in there somewhere. Yeah, I mean, you could look at that, or I would say this is probably the better breaker, but yeah, for me, let's watch this hourly candle. Really don't want to see this hourly candle close back up inside the range here. I'm assuming ES is going to, though, so we're gonna have a lot of uncorrelation now, which could make it tough. This is just ugly though. Ugly, ugly. Because even okay, so like when 11 o'clock opens, if it closes below the previous hour, I'm looking for manipulation up. They're just not a good. There's no good PD array here to like say, okay, we can manipulate up to here and then get short. Like the only way to try to get short would be like we go up and put in a 5-minute swing. I don't see anything. There's nothing clear and obvious here. It sucks that ES is. I mean, we still got 3 minutes yet, but ES needs to dump about 10 points here and close below it, which I guess in this volatility right now is possible. So like for a 5-minute swing, I would be looking for like a 30-second breaker to confirm the low is in. So like for example, let me go to a replay for a minute. We'll start new. So say we got a 5-minute swing here. Like I wouldn't have shorted this, but like if I'm looking at this, look for a 30-second breaker to form inside of here, which this would have to be your breaker. Right, you have to close below that, and then if you close below that, that could be your entry, like right there, and then you go shorter. But like you want to have higher time frame contact. You don't want to take a 30-second breaker on every single 5-minute swing. Why? Because that 5-minute candle is going to close, and then you're going to have a new 5-minute swing. But with context and like a higher time frame bias, you can maybe utilize that. But does that make sense? So let's see. Let's get 11 o'clock to play out. And yeah, let's hope. Hopefully ES can close below 2. ES closes below 2. It gives that little extra confirmation. I keep going to the hourly chart here, and I got it right here. So that's a good way to tell if a swing point is valid or not. Did you get the lower time frame breaker? 5-minute, 30-second, 15-minute, 1 minute, hourly, 5-minute, 4-hour, 15-minute. Do you get a breaker or a CISD combined with that? That's how you know if a swing point is valid or not. It's a good note. It's a good note. Something for the journal right there. Sweaty, as soon as you enter, this thing's gonna rip your face off. Bad time to be entering a short, in my opinion, right here. Right? Why? 11 o'clock's about to open. What do we expect? If we're bearish here, what do we expect? We expect a move to the upside first, right? Above wherever the open is. Yeah, Nader. So for a swing point to be valid, you need a lower time frame in accordance with that. For a swing point to be valid, you need your lower time frame breaker or CISD to confirm that it is a valid swing point. So your 5-minute, you want to see a 30-second CISD or breaker. 15-minute, you want to see a 1-minute CISD or breaker. Hourly, you want to see a 5-minute CISD or breaker. 4-hour, 15-minute CISD or breaker. And that confirms that low or high of that swing candle is in. Yep. Are we gonna have we're not gonna have. We are gonna have an hourly SIBI now. Okay, so the hourly close is bearish. Good close there. So I want to look for a short inside of this wick. All right, preferably maybe off the open. I'm going to assume we already opened at 25%. So yeah, 50% sitting right around the open of that 5-minute candle is a spot where I can try to frame something. So I just want to circle it. So somewhere inside of here would be like best case. So now I go to my lower time frame. Do I see anything? Oh, that did not help. That did not help. But I know that this is the wick in 25%. So somewhere like in here, right, is where I'm looking if I'm trying to get short. obviously it could be a small, if this candle is going to now be our expansion, you could have where we just opened at 25%, we put in a little wick here, and then we just continue down. And if that's the case, it's very possible. And then that's your manipulation. But like if we start going down here and closing below this hourly on the 5 minute, it's probably unfortunately going to be the case because you're just going to put in a small wick, and then the can and then it still has 58 minutes to continue expanding down instead of doing what the last candle did. Notice how like as soon as this candle starts making like 5 minute candles to the upside, that's when you can tell like it's not going to be an expansion candle, right? If it's going to put in a big wick like that, it's not going to be an expansion candle. It just doesn't have the time to be an expansion. Now this one can because it has a right now. It's just got that. It just has that. It has that small wick, big expansion, big wick, little expansion. And there's the hourly low. ES is not taking, so you got a little SMT there. Let's see how this 5 minute closes. If it closes below, then yeah, I mean something that -4 is in the cards here. Damn it, we had the short. Just had the wrong 50. Oh man. Oh, it's all right. Now it's starting to get brutal. No, it hurts, but that's all right. It's going where we expected. Where we expected. Just not gonna get any kind of manipulation higher. This thing's gonna keep expanding. If you're short, stay short. Is it? Yeah. I mean, this is the yeah, yeah, exactly. This is the type of like trading that just makes the most sense to me. Oh, the hourly's closing bearish. Why would I want a long? Okay, I'm going to look for continuation shorts off of some kind of manipulation at the top of the hour. If I don't get it, then I don't trade. But most of the time, like if I had my 50 right, I would have been in from this 5 minute candle potentially. I know time was weird, but it's tough. It's tough. But like that's what makes sense to me. Like because like a year ago, I would have been like, oh, I mean, we could go up. Oh, we got a 15-minute Sibby here. This could hold. Oh, but we could go up to here. Now the candle closes like speak to me, and they tell you where this thing should and should not go. Instead of, oh, we could go here. Oh, we got a 5 minute inverse here. We should go all the way back up here, tier to buy side. No, like it just makes sense to me. Because why would you want to be, trying to get long here? And when you're getting keep getting 5 minute candles that don't want to close higher. Oh yeah, Emily. Yeah, she did get her 5 minute inverse. Yeah, smoked. All right, so now we're getting close to a -4, which with I've noticed when our volatility is this huge, we usually just crash right through -4. -4 is not on my best. I don't know if anybody watched -4. What was it? Monday? It was Monday. -4. First time in a while where we triggered -4. We hit the 15 points and we did not deliver -4. On I think that was Monday. Fran, I'm sure you've seen that. I need to post it on a Twitter too, so that way people aren't thinking like -4 is always. But it's like 90. I would say like 95% of the time you hit this trigger, we're going -4. But yeah, Monday did not. Yeah, it's a big range, and the other thing to combine with that is it was also in the afternoon, which that happened as well. Probably what A1 steak sauce, like it was probably 4 months ago where we triggered -4 as well in the PM, and then we just chopped below it the entire afternoon, and we just never got it. So I think it's definitely something where like we want -4 to trigger in the AM session when the volatility is the highest. Yeah. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I mean, all right. So let's see if we trigger. So yeah, so I'm assuming our wicks. I was assuming our wicks gonna be like that, but this thing wants to go crazy here. It wouldn't surprise me to see us come back up and put in a little bigger wick on the hourly open as well. It's very very possible, but I would expect us that we would hold this range here. Maybe we'll watch 50. Watch this civvy inside of 50. Kind of got a mitigation block sitting. Mitigation order block sitting right here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Sitting here. Maybe we get like a 1 minute swing out of there. You can try like a little short, but yep. That's the retrace we went off the 15. So can't even get to 50 there. Like I said, if we're not going to get to 50 on a lot of these. When you're in expansion mode, when your hourly candle wants to expand, you're not going to see 50s even on your 1 minute swings. Why? Because price is going to be in a hurry to get where it needs to go. Wizard, I think you nailed it with that 4 hour. And he's gone again.
Yeah, that's why like when I trade London, I don't touch anything until 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So then I'll only take the zone in the direction of the 4 hour candle.
Yeah. Yeah. So you
London,
you don't touch
from
London
1 hour
because
candle.
yeah, you wait for 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. to do its manipulation, and then you look for a reversal at 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that or sometimes 2 o'clock is going in the direction of, say, like if just like in this instance, like what is it? Say the 4 hour closes bullish, 2 o'clock is just going up.
Yep.
As soon as 3 o'clock opens and we touch the zone, I'll grab it and go, and it'll be a play like this where it's like we make a small wick, tap the zone, and we're gone.
Yep.
So like a lot of time, most times 2 o'clock is usually going opposite or just chopping.
Yep.
But the best ones are when 2 o'clock is in the direction, and you can just get those tiny wicks. Or like, but in my back test, and I've seen a lot, we'll be already in a zone as soon as 3 o'clock will hit.
Right.
Like, we'll make the top. We'll like dip and make the 2 o'clock top wick, and then we'll just open up and dump or pump just like we just did here.
Yep.
And make a real tiny wick, and it's like off to the races.
Yep. Off we go. BMAC, that's December's low. Sits at 25. And then -4 with the 30-second opening range sits at 33.5. So a little correlation there. And then the blue line is just 15 points from -4. That's just telling me that -4 will deliver once and probably when we do tag it. It's not just a matter of when are we gonna hit -4. Man, we're still at the time where we could have a. This could be your manipulation. That's a pretty big manipulation though. That's a be 120 point manipulation if like you're gonna have a reversal off of that monthly low. Which I would expect some kind of a retrace probably, but. And then for me, like the question would be, like if I'm looking at this from a higher time frame perspective, I would be looking at how does this 4 hour close at a 2 o'clock. If we don't deliver down to 887 would be my next draw, which would be those weird daily lows down here. I say weird because if you go to the daily, it's like it's those lows that don't have a swing point, right? You just have a daily low down here, and then with no like swipe. But for me, anyway, like I'd be watching. How does the 4 hour close? Does it close below these lows? If it does, then maybe you get a little 2 o'clock manipulation higher up into this 4 hour candle, and then you have continuation down to there. Which that's only if it closes below this low. If it closes below this low, that's telling me price wants lower. If it swipes it, closes back inside, we're probably going to go back up to 4 hour order block up here, and this 4 hour civvy would then be my target, and then 50% of this entire swing. What a pump. Missed NQ here. All right. So we did just deliver 50. This could be something I could potentially engage with here. If we get something, I want to see this same setup here. I want to see, so obviously this candle is probably going to close super bullish like this. I want to see this swing candle like this. Like I said, like there's always like when price puts in a small wick like this, yeah, you know it could be expansion, or you know there's times where we will come back and put in a little bigger wick, and then you'll get the real move back down. Either way, I am okay with re-engaging this, even though we didn't trigger. That's close enough for me, and that monthly low that I think we should go. As long as ES doesn't put in a 5-minute breaker, why would I worry about a 5-minute breaker on ES? Because ES got a swing candle here, right? Hourly swing candle where it swept low and closed back inside. So for ES, it's still staying bullish here. So I would not want to see if ES would put in a 5-minute breaker here, which I guess I would go with this guy. If it closes back above there, then I would any shorts I would say would be off for me. But for NQ right now, I either want to see, so we're hitting what 50. Let me get my 50s marked out. Let me go to my higher time frame candle. 50 is still way up there. Remember, this was the open as well. I don't know. So I'm just looking for, this is just, that was 50 of the so it's just this 1 minute swing, which you see we got a 1 minute swing here. I'm not one that shorts a 1 minute swing though. But like this would be what I'm looking for on the 5 minute. Swipe, close, and slide on the 5 minute. So this could be something we could engage with. We could. Now it's possible we can engage with it if this 5-minute candle just wants to close back a little here, which it just closed above. So what am I watching now? I want to see this high go, because I can't get a 5-minute swing if this high doesn't get swept, right? So I'm expecting this high to go. Not a candle that allows me to get short on. And if it goes, it goes. And but like from every time I've from all the screen time that I have, like I want to see this high go first, right? I don't want to short here, knowing price is more than likely going to come back up to this high first. -4 is 33.5, Mr. BMAC. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you just cannot have a full-on reversal without a swing. Obviously, I mean, you can, but like I made it a point in my trading plan that like I want to have I gotta have a swing point, because like that daily low down here is a good example. Like there are gonna be times when that happens, but like me, I can't engage with that. Like, because I'm thinking, when this candle closes like this, what I'm expecting this low to go at least, right? This daily low to go when especially when we close that low. I think we opened up with news or something that day. And that's what kind of led to that. But like if you look back, like a lot of times we're not gonna have a full on reversal without it. So like I like to see, because the swing points show you the manipulation, right? So the swing points, the wick of a swing point is going to be your manipulation, right? And then so if your wick's going to be manipulation, what's going to be next? That's going to be your distribution. That's how we're trying to get in and trade these candles. That's the best way to put it. Just think of the power of three. Manipulation is going to be the wick, and then your distribution, the close back inside, is when your distribution should start. So that's why, like, I just utilize swing points. I think they're so important. If that makes sense. So like if this candle would have closed back inside of here, well, where would I be trying to get short? I'd be looking to get short inside of this 5 minute wick. Since it didn't close, there's just nothing I can do there. Yeah, I'll look for like somewhere inside of that wick to get short, or just short the open of that candle. Stop at the wick high. I don't know if we're gonna get a CB model on -4 today, because like this is the retrace that I would expect off of the 15 point. So it's like if we're gonna bounce here and go all the way back up and take another high, are we? It just like everything. This move back up just did everything that this move back up should have did. Like everything's balanced now. So like this 1 minute range is now balanced. We've already delivered premium. I mean, I guess we could come up to like this 1 minute BPR maybe, but like I would have wanted to see here, then put this swing in, look for a short up here, and then your trigger takes you down to a -4. So now I'm just gonna assume that we're just gonna go right to -4. We don't have to. Maybe we come back up and then we can look for maybe like a little play down to a. I can't say a little play. Like even if we come back up to this like 1 minute BPR, there's still 70 points there to be had. Back down to a -4. Maybe there's like a 1 minute swing. Maybe that's the time I would try like a 1 minute swing if we came back up to that BPR off of the 15. Yeah, just die. What up, doggo? All right, so the trigger's coming in hot. All right, so there's a 15-point trigger. See if it's going to give us any kind of. Remember, this is no official level or anything. It's just a guideline. When Wizard and I were back testing this, the old -4. Where would be the 20-point mark? Would be about 68. Remember, so what we kind of noticed in backtesting was we hit the trigger and then we have at least like a 20-point retrace and then we go back down. Remember, that doesn't happen every day, but if it does, that's your time where you could maybe take advantage of it. Yeah, it is a blip. Some days the 15's a lot though. Today the candles are just massive though, but so let's see if we go wake up to that BPR. All right, so yeah, I'll be looking for if we get anything out of here. I think I would try like a 1 minute if we got a 1 minute inside of there, and then we close back up below. I think I would try that. CV or TP. Well, you shouldn't be selling early with -4. You know we're going there. Why are you taking points away from yourself? This is what we talked about, right? We look for 15-point trigger to hit, and then we have like a 20-point retrace. Or sometimes we'll have sometimes we will have a 100-point retrace, but like your best ones are going to be like 20 points and then back down. Yeah, it is doing a little edging. That it is. -4 sits at 33. You did get a 1-minute swing here, so like if we came back up to this high, then obviously you gotta look for something out of that civvy. You just got a 1-minute inside candle here, so that wouldn't mean anything to me. I would still be expecting this 1-minute low to go. Obviously, you got a little SMT there. Like this is just like if this was a 5-minute chart, that's the way I'd be looking at it here. But all right, so there's your 1 minute. Gonna make it tough. All right, so let's see if this 1 minute closes back below here. Good sign if it does. Don't want to see it close inside of that civvy. It's not the best sign. We made a breaker. Yeah, made a 1 minute breaker. About an 80-point retrace here. Maybe -4 is patched. All right, we inverse the 1 minute. What's our 5-minute look like? Still just a 5-minute inside candle here. God, this is turning to booty. When's it? Oh, we got a brand new 5-minute candle. So remember, I'm still watching basically the high. This is the candle. This is the 5-minute candle that I'm paying attention to right now. This is one that matters. This inside candle means nothing to me, right? This is the last candle that swept the low, swept the high, which I guess this candle did not close below here. So interesting. All right. So now we take that high. So how do we close here on the 5 minute? What time is it? 25? Okay, so let's see. What I'd like to see is us close back below this 5 minute. This 5 minute candle here. Still a chance to get short to -4. Still an opportunity. Yep. Definitely, Fran. Definitely. Hourly is there. 15. Yeah, 15 close below. Oh, I get a 15-minute swing here before -4. Like I said, they're gonna make it tough. They're gonna make it tough just because with that monthly low sitting there, that's what NQ has been doing lately. It likes to wait, or likes to have these big old retraces. It does not like chasers. Like I said, back in the day, yes. Now, not so much. All right, so I'm watching. If this 5 minute candle closes like this, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to get short. I want to see it close down like this. I don't care really about this candle. I'd like to see it close back inside the inside candle too, but this is the candle that I really care about. Maybe we wait for, let's see if we get a 30-second breaker here too. That would be even better. Because that 30-second breaker should confirm that the 5 minute low is in. We don't have a breaker right now. We don't have a breaker. We do have an SMT, but we don't have a breaker yet. All right, so that 5 minute candle closed. Closed inside there. Let's see if we get a 30-second breaker. 30-second breaker to confirm the 5 minute. And I'll try that. So if we can close below here on the 30-second, and I'll take a short with a stop at that high. That'll be my second chance from the miss earlier. All right, so we're gonna have a limit sitting at 118. Stop at like 142. Hopefully it doesn't just dump. Almost got a 1 minute there. Yeah, so you got like 30-second unicorn here. I just don't want to see that high go. The high goes and everything is invalidated here. Oh, we did hit the unicorn. So this is your unicorn. That's a big unicorn. Right, so feels like she wants to dump. Let's say. I like the close below on the 1 minute civvy as well. All right, let's see if we can get some delivery. Let's say. I said, what time is it? 11:30. All right. All right, come on, NQ. Yeah, I'm in. I took the civvy here, sweaty. The unicorn. Got to make up for earlier. No interest in break even yet. Come on. See if we can watch it play out in a live time here with a 5-minute swing and a 30-second breaker. What we talked about all morning. What I don't want to see is I don't want to see. Obviously, we can have a reaction from here, right? You got a little mitigation block here, so I mean this could send us back up to a premium, and like maybe rebalance this range here. So I'm okay with seeing, like, obviously we're not just going to dump straight down. I mean we could, but I would expect like some kind of bounce from here, right? It makes sense. This is like even on your last order blocks inside the leg, you'll have like retraces to your last 1 minute 50%. We left a little VI there, so this doesn't bother me at all. And the reason I am not going break even is because we never retested the breaker. And kind of like the couple trades I've taken lately where we'll come all the way down, deliver here. These order blocks will send it all the way back to the breaker, stop you at break even, and then it will deliver. And it's happened to me enough to where I don't let that happen now. I mean, so I'm okay if it comes all the way back up there. I will not enjoy it. Let's put it that way. But it could happen. I like that closed below. What's our 5 minutes looking like? Good 5 minute close there. Close bearish. We sweep that low. Let's just take care of business before this candle even closes, because then we could have to deal with coming back into this 5 minute SIBI and all that good jazz. But there we go, though. I didn't expect it to. I did not expect it. Like on high days on high volatility days, we usually just run right through -4, and the trigger doesn't give us a retrace. But today was nice. Obviously, it gave us about 100-point retrace. Instead of the 20, we thought we were gonna get right here. But all right, later, doggo. You're not heading down to PCB, okay? I don't blame you for not coming to PCB. Did that 5 minute close? Nope, not yet. Still in. I don't care about this low. We know the target here. I shouldn't have said that so loud. Yep. We're good. We're good. Number 25 should also be taken care of too as well here with that December low. So, all right, let's go. And we're out there. All right, it makes up. We're back green now. Nice. First, that should have been 2 trades today. That should have been 2 banger green trades today if it wasn't for the first mess up. But that's all right. That's all right. But big thing to take from here. I don't care if you again. I don't care. Okay, there goes your December low. But let's freaking go. But the biggest thing here, I don't care if you took it or not. I don't expect anybody to take what I'm trading. But I'm just here to hopefully teach and show you guys stuff. But this is what I'm talking about right here. What I was literally talking about. A breaker confirms a swing point candle's high or low is in, depending on if it's a bearish breaker or a bullish breaker there. So like 5 minute swing, right? Again, it's a 5 minute swing because this candle is an inside candle. I don't care anything about this candle right here. This means nothing to me. It did not sweep a low or a high. So this is the candle that still means this is what I'm watching. I'm watching the last outside candle. It's the biggest thing where people can get confused when it comes to watching for swing points and whatnot. But we are dumping. Oh, I got to make sure all my orders are closed. I saw open orders there. All right, open orders are closed. All right, but yeah, your break. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the inside candle. So I don't care about that. Like I care about what the candles do with the last candle that took a lower high. Those are the candles that are important to me. I don't care about an inside candle. Right? But so if I have a clear draw lower, which I did, -4, I get a 5 minute swing point. So on a 5 minute chart, what confirms a 5 minute low or high is in? a breaker or a 30-second CISD or a 30-second breaker. I say CISD because you're not always going to have like a resweep, so you could have a CISD or a mitigation block, you know. But that's what it was. Obviously, we didn't get up to the breaker, but just got in as soon as I got seen the 30-second Sippy there. So a little bit of about a point or two of drawdown. But that was it. That confirmed that 5-minute lower high was in, and that's the trade. And obviously, the first trade, obviously, I just missed it. I just had my 50s drawn wrong. If I had it drawn right, I probably would have taken it. But that's all right. Shit happens. It's a trading. But the big thing about that is, what did I not do? I didn't sit here. I didn't get short. I didn't get reshort. I didn't start chasing stuff. I didn't get mad. I just sit back and I'm like, okay, I'll find an AN. I'll wait and I'll sit for it. There's going to be more setups. The beauty about this market is there's setups every day. There'll be another setup next hour. Like, just stay patient and look. I think I was like 40 or 50 points because whatever that trade was, I don't even know what that stop was. It's like 20. It's like a 40-point stop that I took there, and then we just took it for about 100. So about 60 points green on the day now, just by being patient and not being an undisciplined asshole. It would have been huge, yeah. But I don't know. This one just did it, yeah. I guess, and then pairing a 15-minute swing with a 5-minute swing, it's also another powerful strategy as well. So, which you got up here. But anybody have any questions? Wow, we are dumping. Okay, give us that. So that displacement tells us what? Yeah, those lows are cooked. Should hold a runner for there. Yeah. Still, it's definitely a weirdly weirdly, is that what it was? It's a weirdly delivered candle though. Like, because obviously, like, small wick. What do we expect? Big expansion. Which, when you have a candle like this, but you're expecting lower, there's going to be times where you're not going to have like a big old retrace. Like, a lot of times, my favorite ones are when we have like a good size retrace to 50, we get a 5-minute swing point, and then we get short. But sometimes you're going to have closes like this where you're going to open right at 50. You're going to have a small wick, which is actually something to potentially look into. If we open around 50 and we're expecting lower, that might be a spot where you can just like get in. And then maybe that's how you had, maybe like when you open at 25, maybe that's when you can expect expansion. I don't have any data on that, but that's something I might look into in a more back testing. But that would make a lot of sense to me because you're already open. Because like it's like, okay, price is ready to expand, so price pulls back here, so it's already at 25% ready to go. It's gonna put in a small wick, and then that thing's ready to expand. Maybe I don't know. That's just the way I guess I'm thinking. Maybe there's nothing to it, but maybe there is some fire there where there is some smoke. But yeah, guys, anybody have any questions? If not, I think I'm gonna hop off here. Long stream already, and we'll be back tomorrow. If PA is good, maybe we'll show up for a little PM today. I don't know. Let's not bank on it. Let's check gold quick. See if there's any good gold setups that I missed on. Because I always like going over gold. Appreciate it, Sweaty. Appreciate it. Look at that. See how just paying attention to your hourly candle here on gold would have kept you out of trouble. I would not have been bullish there, right? I maybe wouldn't have been necessarily too bearish, but like, you still close below. So what would I do in this instance? Obviously, we're way past 50. We actually went to the 75, which tells me what? That candles, if I'm gonna have a big move like this, I'm not gonna have a ton of expansion, which I guess that's a good chunk of expansion. It's almost 90 points on gold. I guess we had news dealing with China, so I guess that explains it. All right, so see, there's no good, like, there wasn't a good PD rate though, like, to get short. All you had was a VI. And I don't know if I would even want to take a short off of 75% because I wouldn't be expecting expansion down from there at that point. But for gold, watch this hourly close uh, in 13 minutes. If you get this, what would confirm it? Go to your lower time frame, and I would try a long after like we close over, like you put in a CISD here. If you close back over here, I think you get along on gold targeting this high and obviously those highs. Or obviously you can just wait for the breaker too, and that would confirm that that hourly low is in. That's if you get that hourly close bullish there. I would otherwise, yeah. I think that's a bigger thing. That's not something I did. I haven't always done either with still with the swing points, but looking at the CISD and the breakers make it 10 times better. 10 times better. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. We're gonna take the green, wrap it up for the morning, maybe come back for a PM. And then if not, will see you guys tomorrow morning, same time. Like I said, I'm doing the daycare runs this week, so I don't get back to the house till about 15 minutes until market opens. So some days I might be a little bit later, but we're not taking trades until 10 o'clock anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But all right, guys, peace out. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow or later. All right, bye.